Alan Young, current president of the Des Moines Education Association. How can you work with this? What can you do? What can the DMEA do?
Well, I think first of all, a problem well defined is a problem half solved. And part of the problem of what we're facing right now is we don't define the problem right, and we start with wrong assumptions. First of all, the assumption that the only way we can be creative is in cutting is a wrong assumption. And I think we have to have the courage and have school board members, members of the legislature who will not only say, here's how you can be creative with what we have, saying, well, revenues are down, as if they don't control and we don't support how revenues come in. That is our job, folks. So the question is really, it's not just about being creative, it's about being courageous. If you really believe in our children, and you believe that kids in a time where we have a recession, that they should not get an inferior or a different kind of education than in times of plenty, then you have to ask yourself, do you have the courage to be able to create revenue and tell the legislators and public officials that it is not acceptable to have, like on your Des Moines Public Schools thing that goes out about the budget, that your second line in your premises is, holds the line on taxes. Who does that benefit? Who? It doesn't benefit your kids or those closest to them. It doesn't benefit our communities or our nation, because if we shortchange these kids, you will pay for it later. So it's really important. We as an association, first of all, you have to realize that the union is just, union means people coming together, our teachers coming together, which when you don't do that alone, you don't have any voice. We think it's really important that our persons, that when we look at our the kinds of ways that we go out and try to help our profession, is to make sure that just like we don't want our kids gutted in this recession, it's important that we don't gut our teaching profession. If you do that in the short term, where people do not want to become part of, and when they're going to be working harder than ever, then that's a real problem.